So, hi guys, and in today's video I'll be predicting my World Cup predictions. It's very unusual for my channel, but thought I'd change it up a bit and predict the World Cup. So yeah, let's start with the group stage. In Group A we have Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Well, I mean, Virgil van Dijk has been doing very, very good at Liverpool this year, so I think he can prevail, same as Mane, well, if he's going to Bayern, but so Mane and Virgil are doing very good, so I think they will help their teams a lot. Qatar, not the best team, but they do have the home advantage. And Ecuador, they've got some good defense, but other than that, no. In first place, I'm going to chip Netherlands, I'm just going to have to say, because they've got some real good players. They're topping their group in the Nations League, so but the Nations League is pretty different because everyone's saving their players for the World Cup. But some clubs are still using them, most clubs. So yeah, I'm going to put Senegal next because Ecuador and Qatar don't have great players like Mane and all that. Yeah, so Mane's just gonna get a lot of goals, and yeah. I'm gonna say Qatar in third, and then Ecuador in fourth. Doesn't really matter, but Qatar because they are the home team. Yeah, because they're home. Qatar and Ecuador are similar teams, but Qatar are home, so. England, Iran, USA, and then Wales. So, as this being Gareth Bale's last World Cup, I still think he might. We'd want him to see him get one, but he won't. I'm gonna say England are too terrible in the Nations League, but they're not really using many players. England have Harry Kane. Vardy is actually not playing anymore. But, Harry Kane's real good, but he's dropping. As I said, so they've got a lot of players. Who will dominate the English team? We've got Harry Kane, but who else? Well, if you look at some of the English teams, like Declan Rice is a really good on their youth in their midfield. So they've got the players to make it. So I will say that. Oops, that was an accident. That was an accident, guys. Alright, well, I'm just going to put Iran in last. I don't think they'll do that good. I'll put them in last. Yeah, they're not that good of a team, but they do have some key forwards that could help them. Maybe win one of their matchday games. I think they could beat Wales or draw to Wales. Maybe. I'm not saying anything. So speaking of USA are going to. They've got players like Vasilic, who's very key at Chelsea, and they've got players in the MLS. So that's I'll put him in, and then Wells did, because Gareth helped them in the last one. Argentina, they're a new side. They're a very good side. But, they're going to be trying really hard to get Messi because it's his last World Cup to get a World Cup because he's never got one. So they'll be trying really hard. So they're saving Messi for a World Cup. So I'm going to chip. It's sort of hard though to chip someone. So we can have I think I'm gonna go to Argentina. And then they have Martinez, Messi, etc. Yeah, they've got a lot of players. Messi will prevail. Just because of Lewa, I think because Lewa's at Poland, he will carry them. Like, Lewa can beat any, two of Mexico or Saudi's players. So Poland will make it out. And then Saudi or Mexico in third. Well, they're both not that good, but it doesn't really matter because they still won't make it. So I'm going to go Saudi, then Mexico. Okay, Group D. Well, France haven't won a game in their group in the Nations League, which is really bad. A lot of people are saying France goes that they're not gonna they're gonna get grouped or they're gonna come last or something like that, stuff like that. I don't believe they'll get grouped or come last, but I don't know if they'll top it. Well, let's look at how these teams got here. So France got qualified through, same as Denmark and Tunisia. But Australia had to go through, what do you call it? The ICI, the AFC. And they went real hard. In the semis, they versed the UAE and won 2-1. And then in the final, they versed Peru, which Peru were favourites, obviously. Last year, they were grouped. Australia were in with Peru and France, and Peru dominated. Peru just were beating Australia 3-0, 2-0, stuff like that, yeah. So Australia had no hope coming into that game, and they went through 0-0, had to go to pens, subbed in a new goalkeeper. Goalkeeper did amazing, and then they sent them in 5-4 to the World Cup. That's why I think they will qualify. It's about, now, Denmark have Erling Haaland, but he's not going that well. Because, he's the only hope for the Danish. I think I'll... Oh, this is so hard. I might even have to go down to yellow cards. Okay, this is my tip. Let me tip the games. All right, let me tip the games, okay? So the first game, Australia versus France, Denmark versus Tunisia. Draw on Australia versus France, and Denmark will win 3-0 to Tunisia. So that's yep. Then we'll have Australia and Tunisia. Australia will win 3-0, and France will win 2-1. And then Australia, Denmark, they'll draw, and what does that put them? That puts... Where does that put them? Oh no, France and Tunisia. France will win 3-0. No. France will win 2-0. And we'll go down to... France will win 2-0. It'll go down to yellow cards. And then Australia don't many get yellow cards. So I'm going to say Australia, France, Denmark, Tunisia. Okay. It didn't really matter if I'm going to put Australia and France. It doesn't matter who I put first. Actually, it does. Because it matters who they verse. Yeah, Argentina are now going to verse France because they're second. And Australia versus Poland. So, yeah, that is how this group is going to work. Next group. That was a really hard one. I'm going to say Group D for death. Or Group E. Oh, that's hard. Or Group H, actually. Or G. H, G, E, D. Definitely Group to death. Alright. We have Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan. Well, Japan dominated their qualifiers. Like, they were up, like, they got 7 wins and third place at 3 wins. Because, like, as you know, like, they got that 2-0 win against Australia. Seal it. That was like 6 win. Oops, what is happening here? Sorry about that. So yeah, as I said, Japan, they got that great win against Australia, and they dominated the qualifiers. They came second, but they won by 4 wins. They made it by 4 wins. So yes, they are definitely going to get third at least. They weren't bottom of it. Don't think. Now Germany, they seem to be the favourites. I don't know. Obviously, I know they got Tony Kroos, they got Ozil. They've got so many great players, but France, I'm still looking at Group D though. Like, you know, France, like, they've got Mbappe, they've got Benzema, but like Mbappe, they're playing him at right wing, and then he's out. He's not really, he's playing striker. So I don't know about that one, but let's go stick to Group B. So Germany, that's just it. Well, I think Toni Kroos will prevail for them because he's outstanding, really. He's a very good addition to Real Madrid. So that's why I've got those players. Germany will top it. Ooh, 4 stars. Next, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Japan or Spain. But let me have a look at Spain. Okay, Spain. Spain. Well, they've got a lot of players. They got David Silva. They've got Ansu Fati. They've got. I'm just looking at a sheet right now, so I'm just counting all the players up. So yeah, they've got a lot. So yeah, especially in the La Liga, they've got a fair bit. And then, well, in Prem, they've got Thiago, who's really good. And then, it was all of their amazing players. Good enough for them to make it. And I think it is. Actually, I think I'll make it, but third place. Just realised Costa Rica have some good players. I've got, especially Navas, Keylor Navas in goals. He was playing amazing at PSG until Gianluigi Donnarumma came in. He didn't get many games. It looks like he might get some more games. Donnarumma hasn't had the best performance. Italy didn't even make the World Cup now, and he's choking UCL. PSG, they've had Navas for a long time. So, but Japan, they've got Minamino, they've got. I'm gonna say Costa Rica have better players. So their best player is better than Japan's best player, but Japan have better average. They've got all their players. Minamino is an average. Minamino's good. Don't get me wrong, but Minamino is good. He's not bad, but he's an average in Japan. But there's no one really better than him that much. It's just everyone's the same. So I might put Japan, knowing that. Everyone's let's just judge it off FIFA ratings. In FIFA, Navas is 88. Japan, but his teammates are all 70-somethings. But in Japan, they all average 80s, which is good. So that's why I'll put Japan. Well, not because of FIFA, obviously. I'm not that guy. I know that doesn't mean much. But it's just, that's the judges their real life. But, not in real life. I mean, they beat Australia 2-0 in the qualifiers. Japan. And then Australia beat Peru. So, like, if you can beat a team 2-0, if you can beat a team that can beat Peru 2-0, you know you're a good side. So, yeah, next group. Oopsies. Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. What am I saying? Croatia. I'm sorry to all you Croatians who have to hear me mispronounce your country. I'm very sorry. Okay, so Croatia, yes, I said it. They're a very good side. They made it to the World Cup final last year. Obviously, lost to France 4-2. But how is that? Oh, I think Morocco can get up. I think Belgium can do it. Morocco can do it. Canada can do it. Well, let's look at the players, right? Croatia has some real decent players, I'd say. I mean, yeah, they do. But Morocco, they've got, man, like Hakimi. Like, Hakimi's been playing amazing for PSG. Like, he's been dominating. He is definitely going to have a lot of growth. Either this year, next year, anything. He's growing. Yeah, there's definitely potential for him. But Canada, they have Alphonso Davies, who's also dominating at Bayern. Like, Hakimi's just doing better, I'd say. They're Belgium. They've got some players there, but... Oh, this is so hard. I didn't even take to considering that Group F was going to be hard. No, it's not the death, but it's hard because the bottom three is so close that Croatia... Alright, what am I saying? Croatia is going to top it. No, they're going to top it. Okay. Yes. I think... Oh my gosh. I'm going to say... Morocco is going to come third. I mean second. Morocco in second. I'm going right to left. Canada in last. Belgium in third. Wow, that was hard. But I had to kick out Canada and Belgium. Sorry, Canada and Belgium fans. You're out in this. Morocco fans and Croatian fans, you're in. Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Wow. Well, I mean, Brazil, you know, they've got everyone. They've got Neymar, they've got Thiago Silva, they've got Alisson, they've got more people. I can go on forever if I'm talking about Brazil. But I'm only going to say like 3 people because then I'll just get out of hand. So yeah, obviously Brazil, probably the favourites of the World Cup. We've got 5-star. Wow. Why does my screen keep popping? Tip them first. Next, well, Serbia have Mitrovic, Savic, Milkovic, Savic. Serbia are good. Okay, let's just say that. Who does Switzerland have? Why does this keep happening? Who does Switzerland have? I know I'm missing some. They've got some defense. Like, they've got some defense in the Bundesliga. A lot of defense. So that would help them. But Cameroon, no. I'm going to go Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Next, Portugal, Ghana. Wait, is that Ghana? I don't know. Uruguay and Korea. Well, names like Uruguay have like Suarez. And then Korea have Heung-min Son. And then Portugal has, well, Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo, Ruben Diaz, Joao Cancelo. Basically the whole prep. But Basically Man United, basically Manchester. All Manchesters. But yeah, so that's why I've tipped Portugal first. It's between Uruguay and Korea. I'm going to go bold and say Korea, then Uruguay, then Ghana. Yes, it was Ghana. Yes. So Netherlands and the USA. Alright, I'm obviously going... I don't know why this happens. I'm obviously going Netherlands. It's just clear. They've got names like Dumfries, Virgil van Dijk. They're just a really good side. And USA, when you think of USA, you think of the MLS and Pacific, but don't think it's good enough to beat I don't think it's good enough to beat the Dutch. Thank you. I almost said Netherlandians. The Dutch, okay? It's not... USA aren't good enough to beat the Dutch. I'm sorry, USA's. I'm just trying to get my pronunciations right. Argentina and the France. This is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. I don't want to have to send either of these teams out. Oh my gosh. Why do I have to send one of these teams out? I think Messi will prevail, you guys. He will. Think about it. It's your last World Cup. You're trying your hardest. You're the team's captain. I go Martinez. He's going to be helping Bennett. Di Maria is retired, so he won't be able to help this year, unfortunately. He just retired, same as Aguero. But France, they've got the curse. They're sucking at the Nations League. They're not doing good at the Nations League. But Mbappe is so good. I think this game will have to come down to penalties. It's going to be 5-4 on pen. It's going to be 3-4 on pens. 4-3 on. It's going to be 4-3 on pens, and the winner will be Argentina. Yes, very bold move. Very, very bold. It's not really that bold though because they're 2 stars, but they're so good. It's just too hard. Let France go. Nah. Okay, it's England versus Senegal. I think I'm going to go England. But Mane won't give up without a fight. Definitely. Actually, that's really unfortunate too because Senegal deserve to go further. Same as, yeah. USA, you'd think they could go out at the round of 16, it's who else could they beat? They couldn't beat really anyone else. Or probably the worst out of the 16. Australia versus Poland. Wow. Well, Poland, they've got Lewa, but everyone else is not that good. Oh my gosh. Australia, how did they beat Peru? They bet Peru. And, I predicted them to drop the group. So, I think Australia will... Maybe it's another one in pens. Maybe it'll be 6-5 in pens in Australia. Make it. I know I'm being a bit excessive with Australia, but I just believe they can do it. They're a good side right now. And I think they can make it pretty far. There's nothing wrong in saying that. Alright, next game. Germany and Morocco. Okay. Well, Germany won't be able to score that much with Morocco's amazing defense. But I think it'll be a 1-0 win for Germany. I think that's reasonable. 1-0 win for Germany. Just because of the defense, they won't be able to score much, but Morocco don't have much attack, so they won't score at all. I think that's fair to say. Brazil and South Korea. I don't know why I'm putting an accent. South Korea. South Korea, very good side. The team can't just go by one player, Heung-min Son. Because, like, Neymar is better than Heung-min Son, and the other players way better than the rest of Korea. So Brazil are going to win 3-0, I think. Because, like, South Korea's best player, there's, like, 3 Brazilians who are better than him. But actually, Heung-min Son has very much potential. I think Spurs isn't going to help him at all. He's going to need to move to Liverpool maybe, or like maybe PSG, or maybe like Real or Barcelona. Like a team like that who can help him grow. Like really, he will grow a lot at better clubs. Harry Kane is already grown, so I think he can just wait it out at Spurs. There's no way he can go anywhere else, really. But yeah, I'm just naming players in Spurs to see if their growth is going to be stunned. Not height, just soccer growth. Okay, Croatia and Spain. Well, Croatia are topping their Nations League group. Oh, I might go for the upset and tip Croatia. I mean, they did make it to the World Cup final last year. So did France. But we just have to wait and find out. Alright, Portugal and Serbia. Serbia have a lot of good players, like Mitrovic Savic and Milkovic Savic and all the Savages. They've got all the itches. Maybe it's just Serbian last name. Portugal, though, they've got Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes. They've got Ruben Dias, Joao Cancelo. And it's so hard. I think Sancho as well. Portugal. The quarterfinals. It's going to be a very weird, but I'm going to take. I'm going to go Argentina 2-0. Brazil 2-1 in extra time. Ooh, England 1-0. Extra time. Croatia versus Portugal. Portugal 2-0. Oh, wow. Oh, that's hard. That's sort of hard for them. No. It's going to be so hard for Argentina. But actually, if you think about it, Oh my gosh. Argentina 2-1 in extra time. England vs Portugal. Portugal 1-0. I don't know why they don't have a star, or at least. Argentina vs Portugal. Wow, that's such a hard game. Oh, well, why I'm at it, they don't have the third place game. So I'll chip Brazil are going to win third place. So Brazil will win the third place match. And the winner will be Argentina, and Messi will win his first World Cup. Oh, it's the most predicted. I wonder why. Well, yes, that is my tips. I will do a review of these tips, see how many I got right in December, late December when the World Cup finishes. So yeah, maybe we could do, comment down who you will think will make the World Cup, and comment down who you want to win the World Cup and who you think will win the World Cup, and yeah, we'll see if you're right. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.